It's like,
I know it though. And welcome back to football. Welcome back yet again.
Can you put some more enthusiasm into the episode?
Back-to-back weeks, buddy.
What was last week?
The exact same introduction. Last week was City.
Oh, right.
Last week was the derby.
Season's gone bad real quick. For you, that is.
No. It's been bad. I mean, it's been bad real quick. You've been the one that's been like, oh yeah, you guys can still make top 4.
You can. A lot has to happen, but still possible. That's the mindset you have to have.
I wrote that up a month ago. This was the match. You asked me before we started, which match would you have rather won going to Spurs? This, like Spurs or Atletico, and Atletico 100%. Because we're still not going to get top 4. And it's like, at least let me enjoy the Champions League, especially in a match, against Atletico, who have been really underwhelming all season. And they've found form basically since that first leg against United. They've actually been in really good form. But regardless, like on paper, you're still a better team, but you are racking the discipline. That was for you, John. That was for you. I see how racking the discipline.
No, I'll have to talk, but do you want to go right into that?
Well, I mean, hey, the thing is, like, when we were talking about saying the show, we're like, we should probably open up with the PL. We'll talk about United Spurs. The United Spurs match is irrelevant. That Ronaldo magic is completely irrelevant now. Apart from the fact that Harry Maguire nearly cost us in that match, and he still gets to start again today. And witch hunt, you call it. It's not a witch hunt. He's terrible. He's terrible.
What an own goal.
And then where is he? Where is he on Lodi's goal? Why is Delo sucked in?
Because he's out of position.
Who?
Maguire.
Yeah.
He stepped up to stop the ball, but he was out of position. That he made Delo have to choose between two attackers.
When there was plenty of time to recover. He was standing there before the player. He had no idea who was coming behind him. And he was there before the attacker got there. So Delo's just like, do you see what's going on here? At the same time, the players are also complaining about a soft non-call on Longa. It's just like, you just got to put your head down. Like, just play it. Maybe you can get in the ref's ear afterwards, but like, honestly, these guys love to do it way too much anyway. But
during the play?
Yeah, and they got burnt. And then they created next to nothing, sweet fuck all for the rest of the match. I gotta say, I'm not surprised. I did think we would get the result today, go into it, but I'm not surprised. Like, after beat Spurs, I was very happy. It was like
all the magic.
It was a magical match for United based on like just over the course of a tumultuous season. But I said at the bar, I'm like, listen, I'm really happy right now. Kind of like rubbing in a couple Spurs fans' faces who came in and watched the match, and shit, I forgot my dad back. My dad's calling me. She United. Yeah, dick. But I said, I'm like, I'm not getting carried away because come Tuesday, I wouldn't be surprised if we're out of the Champions League, and here we are.
Out of the Champions League. I don't know. It was not an inspired performance. It was lackluster. I don't know. Have you guys lost the United way? Has it been lost?
Oh, it's been gone for a long time.
But is it like it's not gone?
The United way would be winning. It doesn't.
I guess it would be the Fergie way. I guess that's long gone.
That's gone. That's fine. It's time to move on from that. It's time to go for the legs. Like keep Rangnick around and actually listen to him. And then for me, I've been saying basically ever since Nagelsmann went to Bayern, Ten Hag was the guy that I wanted after Nagelsmann went to Bayern. So it's not even the Fergie way. It's just like, it's time to try something new, when
a different approach.
When, United were a successful club throughout their history before Fergie came, they tried something new.
It worked.
Yeah. And now you try something new. And now it's like, stop keeping these ex-players around, like you see Darren Fletcher today getting a yellow card. What's he even doing there?
Why is he part of management? And
he's the technical director apparently, and ever since Rangnick's been there, he's been on the bench, like seated beside Rangnick. It's like, get out of his ear. The fuck do you know?
Well, maybe Ragnick wants him in his
Where's
ear.
the swear cup? I'm gonna fucking load it up today.
There's no swear cup in this house,
I'm
Mr.
just gonna put a 20. Huh?
There's no swear cup in this house.
Nah, it's
just swear.
It's for the kids. You know?
For the kids.
$20
Fuck
just
them
right
kids.
in.
Right in, yeah. That's a safe bet.
But yeah, it's time to move on. And the team needs to be gutted. You know, I've been threading that rebuild episode for a couple months now, and frankly, I was just saying to you before we started that I'm a little annoyed that I just didn't get my ass in gear and do it even like a month ago, because one of the things that might have been unpopular a month ago was getting rid of Rashford. Now everyone's calling for Rashford's head. So I'm now going to be behind the eight ball on that. But I've been saying Rashford pretty much all season. His attitude is just awful. His decision making is terrible. He comes on. I see him misplaced 2 simple passes, and it's like there's Rashford for you in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Other than that, he did nothing
this season. But it's easy to say that, but
he's not coming back. He's not.
I don't think he'll come back either. I think it's going to be like they should do a rehaul of youth. All the youth players that they brought in years ago, hoping to carry the club to greater heights, have not achieved.
Maybe one of them that's actually good.
Well, at the moment, it's hard, but I'm saying when they got Rashford, when they
Greenwood.
Out of the academy, but I'm saying even buying Martial very young,
sure.
and giving him a golden ball clause.
So that
they had high hopes for him.
I think still for me, understandably why they had high hopes. Like the talent was obviously there, but I will defend Martial. I do not. I recognize that he hasn't hit the heights, but there is a player there. Yeah, it's time to let him
Lingard
go.
Through the links.
Yeah. Oh, Lingard's got to go too. Yeah, man. McTominay can piss right off. And Sancho's been good. Sancho, ever since actually being used under Rangnick, he was a bit of a ghost today. But
the last month and a half, 2 months.
Under Rangnick.
Yeah.
Because he's being used. He's a good...
he was being used before, just not properly, by Ole.
Dude, no, he was getting benched. He wasn't being used properly when he was being used, but he was getting benched all the time. There was
at the beginning, to work him in, it's
Mike,
different...
the working in, no, Mike. Like, his minutes...
It was bad working in.
His minutes under Ole were, shockingly low. We're, just a cut above Donny. All right, and honestly, Atletico, to their credit, they played their game. They hit on the break a little bit. They didn't create too much, but they took their one chance, really.
Well, they had 2 chances. One was offside.
Okay, it was offside, so it was offside.
Still a chance, though.
Hey, does offside go? Let's not get to that. That's semantics.
The ball went in the net, and you were worried for a split second. I call that a chance.
Fine, they had 2 chances, and they were organized, and they were frustrating.
That's exactly the type of game they wanted. It
perfect for them. And the ref, listen, I'm not making excuses for United, but that ref was diabolical.
He
loved it.
He ate
it all up.
A game favorable for Atletico, but it wasn't. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't
that. It wasn't that bad.
No, Mike, it was. And there were a number of calls that he would, I think 3 times in the first 15, 20 minutes and a half, he actually broke up our play. He was standing there. He actually deflected the ball.
And they didn't
call it, and then they countered.
Yeah, they didn't. It's the new rule. You have to start the play, and whoever kicked it at you gets possession.
Yeah. And he let them run with it too.
I know.
I'm not. I just don't want to hear any defense of that ref. He was trash. He was trash, and he loved what they were doing. He loved it. But that said, United justly got what they deserved over 2 legs. They were lucky to get a draw in the first leg, and apart from a really good long chance in the first 10 minutes, and that Varane chance, which in the last 5 minutes, honestly, I think
Oblak was out of position, but it went right to him.
I know.
So was he in great position? Because was he reading a play that well?
No, that's not. Honestly, I think Varane should have done better. Did Varane close his eyes on that?
No, but he's jumping backwards, and it's like a glancing header. He couldn't really, because if he's going, he gets under it and he goes over. Right?
He can go the other way. Yeah,
the
other side of the goal was wide open.
Yeah. So I was he was already. He could have touched the post already. All Black, but he had a great save with his face, and another one bad positioning, and you know what? It's a clean sheet.
His bad positioning against Long didn't. This
At the end of the day, if you didn't watch the game and you saw All Black clean sheet, you say he played a good game, right?
Or it could be average. I would say, honestly, if you look at the two saves, one was sheer luck, and the other one was kind of lucky itself. I'd say he had a bang average game, if you ask me. Other than that, United did fuck all. And, people want to, like, praise Delo. I'll play him over Wan-Bissaka any day of the week. But, I don't think...
That's a quick turnaround. I remember probably this time last year, you were saying, who's the best right back defensively or tackling or something like that. And now it's not even a question.
No, absolutely. He's lost it.
But he never had anything offensively. It was the question was, could he gain offense?
But what were you quoting me on? You were quoting me on
no, but just because he was good at slide tackling. No, I think it was like
and putting guys in his pocket.
He was always out of position, and his athleticism.
His positioning was questionable, but again, he was getting. We're going Bissaka for some reason, but his positioning was getting sucked in by Lindelof and Maguire a lot, and he's at fault for it partly as well. But a lot of that was those two needing all types of reinforcements, and it starts with Maguire because I've seen Lindelof play well with Varane. Fuck that guy. But Delo, okay, but honestly, he doesn't have a howitzer thing. That's a total hockey term.
Yeah,
just like he doesn't have
a Don Cherry.
He doesn't have a rocket of a shot by any stretch. And 3 times today, a couple times, especially one, he takes 3 somewhat well hit strikes. One gets blocked. One forces All Black into like a semi-comfortable, like semi-difficult save, and then another one I think where he puts it over the goal, and it's like
it was like a shot cross.
At least twice, exactly. And like all 3 times, like I'm like, especially one, he should have found a long on the wing. It was in the first half, and I'm not getting blown away by Delo either. Like I'm not throwing really any blame on him, but I'm just getting like a lot. I'm just feeling like Delo has been really, really good for us lately, and like he's been okay.
That's pretty much a position you have to fill.
He's been okay.
That's where you're getting at.
What? Right, honestly, Mike, you know what? Fuck that rebuild episode. Like it just keeps changing for me. Like what am I gonna do? Like first I was gonna do, what would I do and what would they do if we got top 4 and if we didn't get top 4. Now it's just like no top 4. But then problems get highlighted more and more. For me, I was putting off the right back position. Just
now
I'm like,
have to add it.
I maybe, but still, like realistically, how much can United and how much will they do?
I think it needs fixing, but not right away. So
I agree. I think that's next summer.
I think you could throw Lindelof there and try and train him there.
Well, you better bring 2 center backs, buddy. I'll tell you that.
No, you still need to use them, eh? Lindelof.
Having Delo and Bissaka duke it out for next season because it's going to be rebuild anyway. I think Delo could still do a job, but they have one season, namely Delo, based on form right now, to like solidify that spot and then not be the one who gets axed the next summer. In my opinion, I don't. Who knows what these guys are going to do, man? Who knows? There's just so much that needs to. Don't be yawning right while we're recording. I'm just kidding.
Well, before
piss off.
I'm not on camera.
Before we
now everyone knows I was yawning, Max. That's your fault.
Before we move away from United, what I was gonna bring up is it extra salt in the wound that Ronaldo forced Brady out of retirement, knowing that money's just gonna go to Tampa Bay now instead of the United?
No.
Is it extra salt? Because it was a Ronaldo-inspired performance that put Brady back.
No, the Glazers are going to spend what they're going to spend on United. I'm not that.
No,
that just kind of just makes me.
Might be the difference
for me, it's like a lot of people want to point the finger at Ronaldo for this season's struggles.
You can't.
What?
You can't.
I mean, what?
Have you been paying attention?
But this
one, those people.
Have you been paying attention to our LFC group? They love it. There's some culprits.
Are you sure that's not just like fuck with Max?
No, it's absolutely not. No, it's absolutely not.
Idiots.
It's absolutely not.
That could be Ronaldo's biggest.
It's absolutely and beyond them.
It's defensive stuff, man.
Beyond them, it's in the press. It's from a lot of the pundits, all the ex-players too.
People love to hate on what greatness, mate.
Exactly. And so quickly to your Brady point, that just says like the GOAT recognized the other GOAT and is like, you know what, I can still do this one more year, and there you go. Like that's just inspirational.
Have a better season than Messi.
Yeah.
Scored more goals than Messi.
I'm not saying Messi's done either too. Like Messi's had a shocking season, but he could also just be getting kind of misused and like the mentality at PSG. It's like PSG's just United on steroids. It's just like it's a better overall. It's a far better team, but the mentality is probably even like more spoiled and spoon-fed. And quickly, I do want to say Antoine Griezmann, his work rate today was phenomenal.
Yep.
Phenomenal. Defensively, I counted like 3 like standout tackles. Like obviously the shape was great. When you're playing against a bunch of plugs like United, like it's not difficult to keep them at bay, but they did. And man, Griezmann was great. And it's funny. When they were lining up doing the Champions League song, the Champions League anthem, McTominay was fucking hopping around like, so excited. Last fucking Champions League appearance of your career. All right.
Could you imagine?
I saw Greenland's bus.
Could you imagine if Max was a Leeds fan? He'd be having a fucking stroke right now.
No, because the bar would be set lower.
Oh.
But I was like, I saw Greaves' mustache. I'm like, that really suits him. It's a really good looking mustache. I like it. It looks great. It's like he looked like really 80s. And then Griezmann, he always likes his kind of kooky styles. But I was feeling it, and fuck me, he put in a shift worthy of that mustache.
Yeah.
Mustache.
Anyway, fucking 15 minutes on these cunts.
Well, let's go to the other disappointing.
Now Ajax lost.
No, I was going to PSG.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh,
I know it was a week. I know since we gotta do more episodes, Mike. We haven't been here since last.
What do you want to
Monday,
go? Ajax or
Monday.
PSG?
Let's just. I guess we'll
touch on Ajax first.
Let's just Ajax. I'm gonna. You know what? When we get to the bar, I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna put the replay of Ajax on. I wanted to watch those ties, and they put on the same day as United. And they blew it, man.
They did. They got shut out at home.
They got shut out at home to Benfica, and good on Benfica because, I've been like pumping Ajax really hard.
I have too.
But
I have as well.
But Benfica, going into that tie, it was like the season kind of seems like a bit of a write-off for them. They brought in their youth coach, and like they're actually kind of struggling in the league, and they got it done. I haven't watched the match, but they had one chance. They took it.
Took it well.
And Ajax seemed to have failed to put anything away. It didn't seem like Ajax completely pelted them. They had lots of possession. Just going off the stats here. But like I was reading the ticker as I was watching United teams come up, and it wasn't like amazing chance by Ajax. It seemed like Benfica did a good job of putting them away. And what I want to put to you is Ajax a victim of? I don't want to take anything away from Benfica and really take any pressure off of Ajax here, but were they a victim of the road goal situation?
We'll never know. That's the worst part. But personally, I think maybe. I think 70%, 75%.
Because let's say it's 0-0. When they scored in the 77th.
Yeah.
Actually, we don't want to go to extra time and leave this like more closer to penalties, leave us up to chance. Let's get this done. I didn't even see the goal yet, actually.
I haven't either.
I think it might have been a corner. I could be wrong. But they're in the 77th. Then the onus, at least 20 minutes before that, completely is on Benfica. 0-0. Ajax is hitting on the break more. That team will pick them apart on the break.
Well, it would, yes, if it was 2-2,
the
they wouldn't be able to sit back like they would, like they did,
and then nick a chance, smash and grab. They would not be smash and grabbing like that. No way.
Yeah.
And I don't know. When we go to the bar, I'm just gonna put that on, watching the corner of my eye, but
disappointing.
Really, because that's honestly.
I wanted to see how they could do against a big team.
Me too.
And we'll never get to know.
Me too. And you know what? That's and because Ten Hag did such a great job a few years ago. He's done a great job with this team, like building them back up again. They fell off for like about a season.
Yeah.
And then right back. And this team, to me, was better than the one that they had a few years ago when they made the semis and blew it against Spurs. So yeah, disappointing from a neutral perspective. Benfica fans out there, kudos, right on. But yeah, honestly, shit day for me.
Well, hopefully you get Ten Hag and he's able to bring 1 or 2 players with him.
I'm not counting on it, but that rebuild episode, I'm on. Okay, Mike, I'm gonna pay you $100 if I don't have it done by next Monday. Okay.
Next Monday?
Yeah, I'm just gonna give you $100. Okay.
Sure, that's what inspires you to get it done.
I don't want to lose money.
Yeah,
But if I do it, you pay me $100.
Oh,
Okay, 50.
Okay.
50?
What this?
This makes no sense at all.
Yeah, it's completely out of my control.
Yeah, but you can push me. You can like it's just for my.
You just agree
I
to it.
need
He's
it.
like, haha, just pulls it out like I already did it. $50.
That I would
If you do
something
it,
like
Arsenal
that.
will lose
I
the next
actually would do
match.
something like that.
If you do it, Arsenal will lose the next match. That's the motivation.
If Arsenal lose to Liverpool tomorrow,
No, if by the time you do it, when you do it by Monday, the next match Arsenal will lose. The day gets put out.
what do you think? It's some kind of karma thing?
No, that's what I'm putting on it.
Just betting on random shit.
If I do it by next Monday,
Arsenal will lose their next match.
you're betting that. That's your bet. Okay, sure. What do I get out of it?
An Arsenal loss.
Oh, but you get the money.
The top four. I don't get any money.
Well, where's the bet?
Okay, whatever. Let's should we go to PSG?
Yeah.
Quickly.
Let's travel back in time to PSG since
The bottlenecks.
yeah, they're bottlers, man. But that's just a lack.
Is that the end of PSG?
What do you mean?
But 2 players are gone.
There's a whole country backing that. No, it's not the end of PSG.
Mbappe's
And it's
gone.
not Azerbaijan either. It's not like Azerbaijan backing Atletico.
Mbappe's gone.
Yes.
Do they keep Messi and Neymar, or do they sell one of them? Mainly Neymar at this point. More out of them.
They booed
Both of them.
The fans
Both
booed
of them.
Messi and Neymar against Bordeaux on the weekend.
And even Neymar scored,
How
and
would
they were
you
still
feel if you were
booing.
that team's fans and you had those players and they did that?
It's pretty spoiled though. It's a team that team was nowhere 10 years ago.
They've got
Yeah, but
Messi
no,
and Neymar and Mbappe.
they have.
They cheered Mbappe.
On FIFA, that's like gold.
They cheered Mbappe.
Like, come on now.
But it's not FIFA.
I know,
Real life's not
I know.
FIFA.
I'm just
Real
saying, like,
life.
those are
Can't put a bunch of divas.
those are like
in
3 of the
one.
best players in the world.
I would sell them all. I mean, Mbappe's leaving.
Yeah,
I would sell them both.
they got to keep Messi at this point.
Why?
But they-
Someone will take Messi. Barca
Yeah.
will take Messi back.
Yeah, they would, but I think PSG would. You're really gonna just fire sale at that point? I don't
Also,
think
it would look really bad for PSG if he went back to Barca and then just started playing really well. It'd look really.
I think you
fucking
keep
bad.
Messi at this point and get rid of Neymar. You get more. You can get more out of Neymar.
You know what?
Money wise, yeah.
That's a good point. And you know what? If you get, I mean,
And
Mbappe's
you've
leaving, you
seen
get Neymar-
what Neymar. You've had Neymar for 5 years now.
And you know what? Yeah, and you know what? You can keep Messi, especially in that league too, and like just kind of save him for Champions League magic. Bring in, I haven't really considered who they're going to bring in for their manager. Maybe it's Ten Hag. Although I don't think he would do it. I don't think he's that kind of guy.
No.
Wait, Bielsa? No.
Honestly, why not? If you're Marco Bielsa, try and take on a big team. That said, if it's Bielsa, Messi's not the man for you.
Yeah,
No, he's not.
Yeah, and then get a new manager in there, obviously, and honestly, orchestrate the team to suit Messi more. It was a little on the break.
Yeah, too dependent on the break.
Yeah, and Messi's just that guy. You want to set up camp and start picking teams apart.
Well, you just where teams think that they're well set up, and then Messi plays one ball that just breaks their whole defense and plan.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
yeah, I don't want to take away too much from Real because Real, they going into I would put them as slight underdogs, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were favorites. But after that first leg, they looked horrible, and to bounce back like that, especially putting in the first half they didn't score and they actually conceded, but they came out on the front foot and their intent was we're going to play to win this tie. And in the second leg, second half, it all came together.
Start with the mistake from Donnarumma.
Yeah. Do you think it's a foul?
No.
Okay. Good.
Absolutely not.
No foul.
Absolutely not. I wouldn't have been surprised if they called it.
I would have been surprised.
You know why I would have been surprised? Because it was Real that would have suffered. I bet you
if
that
it
was
the other way.
Benfica. No, I bet you if that was Benfica
Still
against
the best
PSG.
keeper in the world.
Donnarumma? Yeah.
He hasn't played enough with this,
I know,
but
it's-
I hate
know.
when he went to
if I had to
PSG.
pick
I
one,
consider.
hate that
I
he went
know.
to
You should have
PSG.
stayed in Milan, man.
So
That's Don. That's
so ball.
who's that fat turkey fuck from the Netherlands? The agent. The asshole.
Rayola, yeah.
That asshole. Ruined him. And it's been ruining him just incrementally for years since he was 18. He could have been a Milan legend.
Yeah.
Could have been a fucking Milan legend.
Or a Juve legend. But now we'll never know.
Sure. PSG, just get out of that. Just get out of that club, please. But he's not. He's locked in there for like 4 years. He hasn't been playing enough. And yeah, it is hard to say. Is he the best keeper right now? I mean, you can say Allison.
Yeah.
I mean, I would still say De Gea right now, based on form for the last year and a half. I think De Gea's been absolutely phenomenal. So yeah.
I don't know. Well, kudos to Real and
Modric was incredible.
Yep. 36.
What a fucking performance that was.
Benzema stole the man of the match.
Yeah, for sure. He scored a hat trick, but anyway.
United.
Leeds United.
Well, Inter lost as well. We won't touch into that.
Yeah, that's the
I
point.
bet on Ajax and I lost.
Who wouldn't have bet on Ajax? Who wouldn't have bet on Ajax?
I did. I think a lot of people did.
I said who wouldn't have.
I know.
Anyway.
Do we actually go into that match? Just a quick second.
Oh, that yellow?
Is second yellow for Sanchez? I don't think so.
Yeah, I still have to see it back. When I saw the replay, the slow-mo looked really bad.
The first tackle was a red.
I heard. I haven't seen the first tackle yet.
It was a red. Studs up, like nowhere near the ball.
So, yeah, maybe that's
You guys
why.
come to the bar?
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
That's okay.
Actually, we might come later, but like.
No, it's okay. You come now or don't come at all.
Now or never.
So I still haven't seen it just like I was working and like I sound like in slow mo. It's like for me. I
never yell. Never yell on mine.
Too bad. That's a game killer. But anyway, it's a week ago. I don't know. Anyway, it's just.
Bad day, buddy.
It is. Don't worry.
It's just that
it's so fresh. It's still fresh. That's why.
It's fresh.
Controversial opinion. We're on a football podcast, but it's only football.
It's not
literally
even
only football.
It's not even surprising though. That's actually what worries me the most is that it's not surprising, and I think we're fucked. But Mike, Juve Villarreal tomorrow. Take it away, please.
Wow.
You know what? What I'm scared. I'm actually feeling kind of confident. But whenever you do feel confident with this Juve team, they lure you in with a horrible performance.
I feel that.
So it's like I don't want to say it. So, but like I'm gonna stick. Like I think Villarreal are gonna go through. I hope they don't.
For the old
but
patented holder reverse jinx.
I'm hoping for a 1-0 Juve win. But if it's not 1-0, I don't think they're gonna win.
I think it's 1-1 after 90. I think we're gonna proper extra time, same scoreline, like proper extra time. Juve's at home.
If Vlahovic scores, we need an early goal. We need an early goal to settle my nerves. If it's 0-0, I'm like, okay, we're just gonna lose in the 85th. It's gonna be heartbreaking.
Were these cunts at UEFA like really like? Did they eliminate road goals because they? Trying to
get more extra
time.
Yeah.
Like ooh, like look how exciting it is now. It's been an extra time yet.
I know, and it's I don't care about extra time. I like the away goal because I like when it's like, oh, they scored, now they have to score 2 in the next, right? And it's you never know when a killer goal can come, and I think it's valuable.
I know we've been talking to death for the last few weeks, Mike, but like, what a disgraceful decision to do that. And I'm glad that they haven't gotten extra time yet. Those fucking assholes.
I know, but the games are played differently, and I hate that.
Yes, no, I agree. I absolutely agree. And you know what? Does United? Right.
Can you hear it?
So yeah, it's like
studio,
does United actually stuff? Anyway, no, they don't. So yeah, I think it's gonna break down, Mike.
It's going to be a tight game. It's not going to be a fun game to watch. And not because I'm a fan, but as a neutral, it's going to be ugly. I'm hoping we can score early because the longer it's 0-0, the more nervous I get. And because I know Villarreal is probably going to score. Can we score 2? If we can score 2, I think we win. But I think our best chance is.
Keeling's back.
I don't think Dybala's going to start. I really don't.
That's fair. but
I
that's
think
okay.
we're going to play a
That's
4-4-2. I think Rabio's going to start on the left. I hate it.
That's okay.
Quadrado,
That's okay.
Locatelli, Arturo.
Are you that bothered that Dybal's not going to start?
Rugani's probably going to start. DeSiglio's on the left, Danilo on the right. I'm not really sure about that left side. Rabio, DeSiglio. No, he's coming back from injury. He's training, but I don't expect him to just jump right in there without having to play the game.
Villarreal are really sticky. There's a sticky squad.
We can't break them down.
But do they have that Champions League mentality? If this was Europa League, can they step up? I know they got the result, like the draw at home after going down 1-0 to you in the first leg. But I mean, do they have the mentality? Like Benzema said it last week when and it was a total dig at PSG too, but it's true. The Real have that in their DNA. That is
throughout history.
Like that's in their mentality. PSG do not. Juve do. Do
we? We have the most Champions League final losses.
Okay, yeah, but you get to the final. Where's Villarreal even come close?
Oh, but they were not up to.
So I'm talking about that. And on paper, and Allegri was the one who got you 2 finals as well.
2 losses, though.
Yeah, all right. Okay, just go hide under a rock. Just don't even watch it tomorrow.
I'm gonna watch it.
Don't even bother.
Why? It might be better for my health if I don't, but if I watch it and they win, it'll feel so much better. So that's why I do it. That's why we all do it.
Yeah.
Villa. I'm looking. Juve has the longest unbeaten run in Europe right now, 15 games, and you know what? Maybe we extend it. That's all I'm gonna say. Maybe we extend it.
Okay, I'm gonna do 1-1, and then I'm gonna go. So 1-0 after 9, I'm gonna go 2-1.
2-0 Juve.
2-0 Juve from John. 2-1 Juve in extra time.
Extra time, just 1-0. Just 1-0 Juve. That's the one. That's the win I want. That's the type of win I want.
Chelsea Lille. Can we kind of scratch that off?
Yeah.
I just think I like
nobody likes either of those teams.
Yeah. Chelsea.
It's pretty much done.
I'd say it's done. Everyone's there. I mean, their club's in turmoil right now, which will get sorted. Everyone's like, oh, who's going to snap up all these Chelsea players? Are we going to get Conte? Oh, I hope Conte comes to Arsenal. I hope Tuchel comes to Manchester United. Fuck off. They're not going anywhere. All right? Like that. I know a lot of these players nowadays are driven by, tons of money, but there's still, I think, some level of loyalty. I think Tuchel especially. Conte as well. Conte's been there since he's won a league with them. Tuchel's he was thrown out by PSG, and Chelsea snapped him up, and he comes and wins the Champions League. You think he's just going to walk away because the owners have changed?
How is that going to work? So how is that going to work now? Because there's like regulations on Chelsea about what they can and cannot do.
I am almost certain come June. I'm just going to say this now. This is a prediction that they will be able to sell the club. The club will have been moved on by June.
It's the end of the season.
Or the war will have ended and Abramovich will be welcome back.
Yeah,
with open arms.
Fucking joke, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, you know what? I'm not going to watch a minute of this game. I'm just have it in the background, hoping for a Jonathan David hat trick.
That would be lovely.
Right.
Wouldn't that be lovely? But Chelsea's defense is too good. Too good.
Lil will go through and
who is out for tomorrow? Quickly, Chilwell, obviously Hudson-Odoi, and Reece James again still kind of out, so they're just kind of resting him. It'll be interesting. Exactly. I was about to say, Dave. It'll be interesting. Is Reece James injured, or is Reece James? And who cares? Because it's no one's fucking business. So there you go. Except for Macron's apparently. Don't come into his country if you're not. Piece of shit. All right, fucking piece of shit.
Real bad day, man.
I'm kidding, guys. By the way, it's no one's business.
Revolution.
All right, Arsenal, Liverpool at the same time because the PL obviously think they're just top dog. That with their
this might get the most views of the day.
I'm gonna watch that match. I am gonna watch that. You know what's pissed me off is that they're actually gonna get me. But the sheer fucking hubris of the PL, always scheduling them at the same time. Like, take a look at the Bundesliga. Dortmund has a match to make up. It's at 1:30. So what? 6:30 for them. It is 2.5 hours before kickoff of the Champions League. They respect the Champions League. They don't think they're just king shit fuck mountain. Just walking around doing the thing. No. But the PL, they got all their little COVID matches because, I don't know, Salah caught COVID back in October, and they have to make this matchup, whenever the hell it happened, and they're playing at 4:15. Like, what is that? Spurs Brighton 3:30. Like, come off it.
But I'll be straight with you. It's probably due to television rights.
Yeah, no doubt. But
it's probably because they have prior programming that they already had to put on at that time. So
no, man. Every other league drops it down to
early
to 1 o'clock. Every other league drops down to 1 o'clock. The PL just think it's
who has the rights in England on Premier League? Sky Sports.
Everyone.
Everybody
BBC.
does.
No one has every match. Amazon Prime gets matches.
Are you serious?
In England, yeah.
That's like
my
a premium
God.
match in England, though. That's like the. That's
Yeah.
like a
once every
That's
2
what I'm
weeks.
trying to get at. Like,
Doesn't matter. Move that shit to Thursday then. At least put it on with the Europa.
Yeah, they should do Thursday.
Like, come on. Get
you're
off.
also talking about half of them. One club isn't even in it.
Sorry?
One of them clubs isn't even in it. Liverpool.
are you talking about?
Arsenal. You're talking about Arsenal's not even. Yeah.
So half the worldwide Arsenal fans are just like,
yeah.
This is our only primetime game.
yeah.
Liverpool too. Okay. Yeah. So Arsenal's at home. Been in great form. Very good form. I think 10
Of
wins
11.
out of 12.
9 of 11, 10 of 12. Or,
I think
it's 9-11 for sure.
so. They had a draw and a loss back to back. They lost to City, which
Okay.
and that
so it's
City
10 of
match
12.
they played so well too. Like they were unfortunate not to win that. Just like honestly, calamitous 5 minutes by them in that match. Penalty, missed chance by Martinelli, and then the second yell by Gabriel, which he just kind of lost his head. And they've been resounding when they have been down to 10 men on multiple occasions. But that one really sticks out in my mind. And then they got unlucky at the end against City. Liverpool also just flying.
Well, they smell blood, right? And with City dropping points,
They're going to win this tomorrow. It's a chance, isn't it?
they have a chance to be ahead
Even
of
if they
top of the
draw,
table.
Even if they draw, it's like, you drew Arsenal on the road. John, get offended. Thanks. I know. How dare you people invite us into your home and
No, that's
not tiptoe around us? Frankly, it's just it's.
salty.
Hey, would you keep it down? Keep the fuck down.
I'm on your side.
All right. But you know what, Liverpool, you have to smell blood. That said, you wouldn't take it as a Liverpool fan right now. It's like we have to go and get this win. But going into before Monday when City tied Palace, you take the tie and you're actually still level. It's like it's not. You're still right there. Like there's still.
If they win, they could be top of the table before City plays their next game. That's very inspiring.
No, for sure.
Very inspiring.
I completely agree with you. But that's on the same weekend. It's like
what day before?
Liverpool
Yes.
plays first. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one.
I think it's still Liverpool.
I think it's still Liverpool because you know what? As much as I really respect what Arsenal is doing and the team, people are showing up. I think the key for me in this match is someone who's had a bit of a rocky career at Arsenal, up to date, but has definitely picked it up, is Thomas Partey.
Yeah,
and he is going to be so key to try and fight off, try to win that midfield battle, at least level it against the likes of Fabinho and Thiago
Henderson.
And Henderson is what you got to figure. Unless Thiago's injured, which he's not. I think those are three to start. Would you do Keita?
No. If anything, I would. I would.
He just shows up sometimes.
I put Jones.
Who knows? He does like to shake.
I would
that
do
up
Jones out of Keita.
Klopp does like to shake that midfield up a little bit.
No, but I think it's Henderson, Thiago, Fabinho.
Yeah, I
think Diaz starts with Mane and Salah. I think that's what they're going to go with. Do you think you'll go with Jota? But I think he's going with informed Diaz.
Diaz is in form. Is Jota? Jota's a big game guy, and Jota's been in form. He
might be the 60th minute sub. Jota.
Oh, he guarantees coming on in 60th to 70th for sure. 60th if they're not winning at that time. I think that's a lock, and I think you could even possibly see all four of them still be on. Maybe you wait. Maybe you wait till the 70th.
That's only if they're down. Yeah, no, I think
you're not going to chase it that far. They might expose them a little bit. That's fair. That is fair. But that's a tough one. Would I choose Jota or Diaz?
I'll give you.
Diaz is in great form. Jota has been in great form. He's got hurt for a bit, and then Diaz took his chance.
Yep. It has to be Diaz.
Do you
think
start
so.
Jota over Mane?
No. Mane. I think that's too much of a shuffle. Jota, Diaz, and Salah.
Diaz on the left, which he's been playing, and then instead of
Jota.
Mane's been taking that number 9 role quite a bit lately, actually. And Jota was so successful in that number 9 role, especially when Firmino was hurt.
Yeah.
He slotted in there beautifully. So I don't know.
No.
You don't think so? It's too much for you?
No. I think it's a 2-1 Liverpool win.
You don't go for the experience of Jota
No,
over Diaz?
No, I think he's coming off an injury, right? So that's the only reason why Diaz
But he played
got
that. But he's played the last 2 matches, am I wrong?
Yeah. No, I think it'll still be Diaz. You have to go with him. He's electrifying, and like he adds a different like element that Jota doesn't really.
I'm going with Jota, especially. You know what? Jota got 83 minutes against Inter, and then a healthy 25 against Brighton. I think Diaz. Hello, Joey. Howdy, partner. Feeling like shit too? Yeah, I know. I'm going with Jota personally. Diaz isn't great. What a great signing! We were talking about for like a couple of years. Even after they got Jota, like they still need someone else to come in for that next generation.
Mm-hmm.
Get them vetted in when Mane and Salah are like done, and that way you have someone else coming in behind Diaz and Jota. And like Diaz has come in, I'm sure it was raising some eyebrows, but not a household name. 40 million. Smart signing.
Yeah. It was a good problem to have for Klopp, right?
No, absolutely. And that's what you need. You need that layer of depth, but you still need that quality to start first. Am I right, Joe? Am I right?
Relegation battle?
Relegation battle. Okay, let's. There's really what was going on coming up. There's Villa Arsenal. And we're just gonna close with because there's no matches this weekend. FA Cup taken over. Spurs West Ham. Battle for Europa League.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, I would say Spurs are favorite to get that, but yeah, I think Spurs lose this game.
They're Jacqueline Hyde, man.
They lose this game. I think you can kiss top 4 goodbye, and it would be hard. It would be difficult. I think they could still maybe catch West Ham, but it would be difficult to maybe catch Man United for 5th at that point if they lose this game. If they tie this game, it's not that bad. Obviously, for top 4 race, I think it's still over. But it's such a long season with the APL. You never know what could happen. But this has 1-1 written all over it for me. I think so. I think we're going to expect a lot of goals out of Spurs at least, but I think that United loss really, I think it damaged them for a week. Spurs, that is.
That's it. The Spurs are so Jacqueline Hyde.
Yeah, they're all over the place. Yeah,
they're
you think they're going to come inspired performance from
Yeah, I'm gonna stick. They're consistently inconsistent. They are Jacqueline Hyde, man. Beat City on the road. Lose to Burnley, smash Everton,
smash Leeds,
and then honestly, they weren't great against United either. To be honest, they really against United they had a lot of the ball. They after they went down both times, they pressed with the ball well, and they controlled the game, but they didn't really create anything. They got a penalty, which was just kind of sloppy by Telles, who had a pretty good game that match, and then a great goal by Maguire. Other than that.
Son was bad.
They didn't create that much. So
Kulusevski was good.
I mean, it was a high score. That United Spurs match was a high scoring. Upon reflection, kind of a ball of shit. It just like a lot of great moments.
But not a good game.
But no one was that good. No one like really dominated it. But you know what? I'm gonna continue with that. I don't think West Ham are up to snuff. Spurs at home. I'm going to go 3-1 Spurs. 3-1 Spurs.
I don't know. West Ham, they could do it. But I think Spurs are just...
2-1 West Ham for me.
I don't think West Ham will score 2, but
2-1
I just don't think Spurs are going to score a lot this game.
2-1 West Ham. Okay,
I think
and
Spurs are going to shit the bed in the home stadium, and it's going to be the end of their season.
you know what? They haven't been good at home. They
Yeah.
haven't been great at home. That is true. That is true. I'm going to stick to the not the poor home record, but the consistently consistent. I think everyone's more or less healthy for both squads in that match.
Yeah.
I know, and you know what?
I think we should
You
keep
know what?
Conte,
You know what? I don't think Moyes is up to snuff when it comes to Conte. I know Moyes has done a good job with
I
West
think
Ham.
Spurs
That's his
should
level.
keep
Moyes-
Conte there next year.
Sorry, Conte. If they can, that's on Conte. That's on
Yeah.
Spurs. But Moyes is at his level. You know, this is, I think, like a good few years under West Ham will be this kind of the pinnacle. I think he'll ride away into the sunset when this all kind of comes to an end. But Conte is the cut above, and I don't think Moyes is going to be able to handle Conte, and that's where I actually think is
the difference.
Is the difference here. So, John, let's give us 5 minutes. John, you said right before you said relegation battle.
Yeah.
Let's close it out with that. Let's get your thoughts here.
Are Leeds safe?
Absolutely fucking
Yeah,
not.
nobody is the bottom. The bottom 5-6 is weird this year.
Absolutely not.
We
And
have is it 4 points or 5 points?
4 points.
If let's say, what is it? Fucking is it Norwich? That Norwich is next game.
Norwich is done,
Orange is last.
but you
It's
just played
Watford is
Norwich.
18, Burnley's 19.
For Burnley's next 2 games is City and Everton.
No, it's City and Burnley. Sorry, it's City and Norwich. This is Burnley's next 2 matches.
Oh, okay.
But they're off this weekend. Their match got postponed against Southampton.
Again,
It depends on the whole
What's the
on
thing?
the Burnley thing, because let's say Burnley lose both those games right now, we're 4 points clear of the.
You are
Burnley
5.
is
So
5.
so Burnley for Leeds. Burnley after this weekend too. Okay, so right now they have 2 games in hand on you, and you're 5 points up. But you will play Wolves this weekend
And Everton are just
on the road. You're
Yeah,
playing Wolves on the road.
I can't
think
believe what's going on with Everton either. That's fucking.
I think
nuts.
Wolves are going to absolutely
fuck us
pummel
over.
you.
Yeah.
Wolves are smoking right now, and they've been organized. Like at the beginning of the season, it's like they just looked unlucky. It's like they just couldn't finish. They had I think the first 3 matches they lost 1-0. They had
I thought
they
Burnley's-
outshot everyone.
I thought Burnley's next 2 games it's Everton and City, and then it's Norwich after
Am I
that.
blind? No, it's
April 2nd is Man City.
And
April
then
6th is Everton.
April-
April 10th is Norwich.
what? Oh, well, FAMOB just doesn't have the April 6th match in there.
Unless they did, I don't know.
No, that's probably a FAMOB. Maybe they just added that. Maybe they just added that match. Like they just rescheduled it.
So
Because
I mean,
FAMOB hasn't put it in
let's say Burnley lose. Obviously, they're going to lose to City, but then they got to
You
play
never
Everton.
know.
So I need Everton to lose just as much as them.
You just need to win.
We need to win.
You need to win.
We're fucked though.
That's
'cause,
the best way to
We've got
improve.
Southampton, we've got Watford, Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Man City, Arsenal, Brighton, and Brentford.
Could be an important last game of the season.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all okay. Let's just make our picks. Okay, so I think we last time we were actually recording here is when we actually talked about the relegation. Spoke about the relegation.
I'm worried, but I'm too loyal. I think we'll stay up by like the skin of our teeth.
I kind of think so too.
I hope so.
But I took Everton going down when we were here doing that.
Norwich are done.
Norwich
I'm saying
are
that
done.
right now, and I think.
I think Watford's done
Yeah,
too.
I don't know though. I don't.
No, you know what,
Brentford
man?
could shit the bed and just fall back down. Everton could
The
continue
hard-
to be shit. Like
The Hodgson appointment was just
so bum.
blatant.
Hodgson's terrible, man.
But he was retired.
He's just like
He
just
was
has
like,
no,
what,
like-
what does he care?
It's a
that's my
hobby.
point,
Man.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Well, exactly. So like I
doesn't
think like
give
one
a
of his
fuck,
first
yeah.
matches back was against
Paycheck.
Burnley.
paycheck,
I think it was against Burnley, and it was like just whipping with wind.
paycheck.
Like he was just getting like post match. I think it might have been 0-0. It was, it was Burnley Watford. So pretty safe.
You didn't know what was going on 10 years ago, let alone now.
And he was just getting like whipped with wind. Like, oh, it's pretty like this juggernaut. So when you like, how's it being back? He's like, it's like, oh, it's great. Like I'm here. Like I'm gonna probably just get us relegated, and then I'm just gonna fuck off again.
Paycheck.
Absolutely, but like that's Watford. Like twice they've been up in the last 3 years, and they are in that time within solely their Premier League seasons, their 6th manager.
Yeah.
In those 2 seasons, I think they're going for a 4th, man. I think with 4 matches from now,
No,
I think 4 matches from now, they're bringing in a 4th.
Serious? For the end of the season?
who would go?
What's the point?
I don't know. They brought back Hodgson.
It's like I was saying about Leeds
bring
and
on Big
Bielsa.
Sam.
It's like, okay, I'm glad you did it then.
Imagine
because,
bringing
you know,
Bielsa.
get
Dude,
fucked.
honestly, man,
I'd murder
Bielsa, Dennis, Sar, Pedro. I actually like their front. I like their attacking line. I like Watford's attacking line. I think it could be. You could find it anywhere up with a solid. Put that in West Ham's team. Just put that in West Ham's team. Honestly,
no, you'll see them in the championship next year. Don't worry.
Well, no, Sar will definitely.
Yes.
I think Pedro will get a move too, and Dennis maybe.
You can say the
6,
same
7
thing
more
about
years.
Leeds if Leeds get relegated. There's no way Rodrigo staying. Sorry, there's no reason Rafinha's staying.
No, absolutely not.
The places
No, absolutely not. I couldn't agree more.
And you don't need to spend the money. Hopefully,
I just think no one really looks at that Watford front line as much as they should.
Look at my fantasy team.
How you doing?
Dennis and King. Yeah. And I've had them for ages, both of them.
Yeah, but how are you doing?
This week, unbelievably, I think I've lost the Rom. Just because he captained Ronaldo.
I know. Rom, I think you're actually...
Fuck you, Rom!
The sleeper.
You piece of crap.
Anyway. Well...
2 players did not play, and I'm somehow losing. It's ridiculous.
Honestly, man,
it depends on the games this week.
With Burnley...
I don't want them to stay up.
I know you don't.
I don't.
And I get that.
Burnley suck.
I always want Burnley to stay because they really take it there.
No,
I really
but it's boring.
I get it. It's Sean Dyche though. If it wasn't Sean Dyche,
also they're just no offense. They're just they come into the Premier League. They're like, let's just rip off West Ham and ask them to.
What in terms of the colors?
Yeah, it's just the same.
What, did they not always have those colors?
They weren't Premier League. They weren't Premier League team before that, were they?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see.
I was like, fuck them.
So they came up, but they never had those colors before.
I think they did.
So what's your point?
They've never been in the fucking Premier League before.
So they're supposed to change their colors?
Yeah.
To what?
I don't know. Red. Hey, Leeds brought in a red shirt, right? I didn't like it, but they fucking did it.
It was an alternative kit.
So still using it.
Barely.
Still playing it.
Barely.
Were
those your colors? You wouldn't leave for 20 years.
Barely is all I'm saying. You should don't like them.
You should be wearing like pink flamingo.
We had a black and pink shirt at one point in the championship,
yeah. Well, anyway,
I think the 3 teams at the bottom are going down.
Are the ones going down?
Yeah.
Honestly, okay. Quickly on Burnley. I know everyone, for the most part, can't stand them. I love it just because heavy anti-football with Sean Dyche. It's just like they really take it there. Like they're a parody of themselves. But they actually brought in Cornet this year, and they brought in Wout Weghorst. Like those are actually 2
good
signings that like West Ham would take. Like honestly, like let's use West Ham as an example. They would gladly have either of those players at their team. I assure you. And it's like they're actually trying to make a push here.
Well, to stay up, yeah. Well,
no, but Cornet was there at the beginning of the year.
I think Newcastle are safe now.
Newcastle are safe. They're rolling. They're rolling. Eddie Howe's steadied that ship.
And
you know, steady that ship. You know, Dan Burn.
No, they were steadying before they got there.
No, was it?
They were steadying it.
Oh, they weren't getting any points.
I don't see Everton get relegated.
No, they had like they got Dan Burn like a 4-game.
They got Dan Burn right at the beginning.
Oh, really? I thought it was at the end.
No. They got no.
Was it?
Hold on. All right, okay. When are they start getting wins? When they beat Leeds on January 22nd.
Kiss my ass.
On January 22nd was at the end. And when did they bring in? When did they bring in Dan Burn?
Well, they tied United
February 1st at the end.
Yeah. So
okay,
you see, they had some games, and they tied United before that. They had some. They were on a low run.
They tied United because United are garbage. Yeah. It's nothing to do with Newcastle. That's the mentality of United. You want me to get it? Like, come on.
They're safe.
Newcastle's.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I hope the 3 that are there go down.
Unfortunately. But Dan Burn, right in that ship. Bruno Guimaraes. Great signing. That was like for me, that was the marquee sign. Like that was like the big one that like I think even like an Arsenal. I think Arsenal were looking at him, actually, to be honest. But that's a big pickup right there by them, and we'll see. They'll be up, and that will definitely be a rebuild episode. That wouldn't be a rebuild episode. That would just be like, who do I think Newcastle should sign in the offseason? That's not rebuild. Like they have their rebuild set in stone. All right, well, it's done. Like the episode's done, and like the
episodes are gonna get easier now.
We moved to you know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. They are
slightly.
No. You're right. I wasn't surprised. I thought we'd get the result today quickly. I wasn't surprised though. But that's the thing. Like I thought we should still get this, and they didn't show up, and kind of robbed United fans of a round. Going into it, I think sure you can say like Atletico can beat anyone, but rob us around. So yes, Michael, you're absolutely right. It will get easier now. It will. It's going to get worse, as is the name of this episode. It's going to get worse if you're a United fan. It's only going to get worse from here, I believe.
But if you know it's going to get worse, it will slightly get better.
You
know
just
what I mean?
set those expectations on the floor. All right, Joe, if you're still there, I see one. If you're still there, set that shit right on the floor. Those expectations, just throw them, tie them up with a bag of stones.
You have to hope you pull an Arsenal next year.
And
Come seventh.
toss them into the lake, into the middle of the lake, and just forget about them. The expectations, that is. All right. Good night, everyone.
Soon. It's going to be an extra long episode, eh?
Hmm?
There we go. Now it's